I'm sorry, you're saying there's a multiverse?
Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy James. How you all doing today? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys had a great weekend as well. And welcome to my next video game review. And for today, I'm going to be reviewing, which I think it's like kind of like the most divisive game that some people may say, but I still think this game really does hold up in my childhood. And I'm going to talk about Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex. So Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex is basically the fourth game in the series, well, in the main series, by the way. And it's also the first like Crash Bandicoot console game to not be developed by Naughty Dog. This one was developed by Traveler's Tales. So I'm going to talk about the story. So the story is that all the Crash Bandicoot villains like Dr. Cortex, Engine, Tiny Tiger, Dingle-Dial, and Entropy, as well as Uka Uka, they're trying to figure out the plans to how to destroy Crash after they were defeated in the last game called Crash Bandicoot Warped for the PlayStation 1. So Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex has a plan to release those group of masks called the Elementos. While that's going on, Cortex managed to create a super weapon, a strong Bandicoot named Crunch. Which, by the way, guys, Crunch. This is actually Crunch's first appearance in the Crash Bandicoot games, and this was when he was created by Cortex to originally to destroy Crash. So Crash, Coco, and Aku Aku witnesses the plans that Uka Uka and Cortex were planning to do to conquer the universe. So they all had to get all the power crystals to defeat the elemental mask and stop Cortex for good and defeat Crunch. So I first played this game for the Xbox for the demo, and I actually do think that this game kind of holds up, even though some of the animation and the graphics doesn't really look great, but it doesn't look that bad. I would say it looks kind of decent, especially with the character models. I really do like the models for Crash, Cortex, Uka Uka, and Aku Aku. The other ones like Coco, Engine, Tiny Tiger, especially Entropy, they don't really look the best, especially Entropy since he has no nose. I don't know why he doesn't have a nose. He just looks kind of weird. But I really do also like the design for Crunch and the Elementals. The Elementals are just terrifying masks. Especially the ones like Rocco and Pyro. Those are the masks that really gave me chills when I was a kid. Crunch, voiced by Kevin Michael Richards, I thought he was really good in his role. The level designs I actually really do enjoyed. I thought the levels looked pretty good, and the bosses actually were pretty fun as well. Even though I do think the Wawa fight is actually my least favorite boss battle because it doesn't really feel like you're fighting them. You're just hitting Crunch in his Wawa water form multiple times to just reach into the end. But my favorite one, it has to be where what was it? When Crash was using this mech robot suits that kind of looks like Ellen Ripley's robot mechanical suit from Alien, and he was fighting Crunch when Pyro was using him as in his fire form, and it was actually not very hard as I thought it was when I was little, but still to this day I do think that is actually a very cool boss battle. And the other boss battles Rocco and Wawa were not Wawa, Lulu, the wind elemental. I thought that was also kind of hard because of I tried to avoid multiple attacks from Crunch when he kind of looks like a ghost, kind of looks like a ghost figure from Scooby-Doo. But everything else, I really do thought this game is actually pretty fun. I wouldn't say it's the greatest Crash Bandicoot game, but I actually do think it doesn't deserve the hate it gets because people kind of miss people just kind of give this game a bad rap just because it wasn't really developed by Naughty Dog. which was the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games for the PlayStation were developed by, whereas this game was developed by Traveler's Tales. And I do think that Traveler's Tales actually did their best, and I think they tried to, and they actually did manage to like stay true to the Crash Bandicoot formula. Like you have like the warp room, then you go into like different levels to get all these like crystals, gems, and relics. The controls, I do think it's is pretty good. Sometimes like people would say that the controls were kind of a little loose. I guess. I mean, the controls can be a little frustrating at times, but I didn't really have like any much like frustration with the controls. I think the controls were pretty decent for what it is, and it does try to like stay true to like I said, try to like stay true to the Crash Bandicoot formula throughout the original series of the trilogy. But the ending where you actually defeat Cortex and then Crunch actually turns good, I thought that was really good. And it was also it was kind of funny like how after when Crunch turns good, and then he and Crash and Aku Aku manages to escape, and then like Uka Uka blames Cortex for failing to destroy Crash, and then they went to the escape piles, and then they ended up in the middle of the Antarctic, and then Uka Uka was chasing Cortex. Cortex tries to explain Uka Uka that he was trying the best he can to destroy Crash, but then he keeps like shooting like those like was it like those things that was shooting at? It was like those like laser things coming out of his eyes. And that's where Cortex said, "I'll get my revenge, Crash Bandicoot, just you wait." And then that's how the game ends. And then Crunch was really happy to be part of the Bandicoot family. If it wasn't for Crash, Coco, and Aku Aku, then he would still be under control by Dr. Cortex. So he is really happy to be part of the Bandicoot family. And I'm really happy that Crunch turned out to be good, because he's not always like the villain that I always thought he was. He's kind of like the Knuckles of the Crash Bandicoot universe, where he was originally a villain, but then like he turns good, pretty much like how Knuckles was manipulated by Eggman, and then he was Sonic's rival, and then they became friends. This game I want to show you guys the cover. Hope you guys see it pretty well. If you guys have not seen it because of the light, I apologize. But look at this. Like, I really love this cover. It looks so nice. Crash Bandicoot is in his mech suit. You see Dr. Cortex on the TV. Then you see Crunch coming in the entrance. Kind of look like something from like out of WWE. And the back actually looks pretty cool too. You get to see like all these like different like levels that Crash has been going through, and then you see Coco as a playable character as well. And then you see this like extra ending scene where Crunch now becomes like the member of the Bandicoot family, and then he turns good. Then you see these elemental masks. I'm not sure why they're so small in this cover. It's kind of hard to see, but you see Rocco, Lulu, Wawa, and Pyro. Yeah, they're really like these masks are just like crazy. I mean, just like wow. Especially Pyro, he's basically like the strongest elemental mask out of all the elementals. So my final thoughts on this game, I do think that it's I think people kind of like misunderstood this game. I know it's not perfect, it's not a perfect Crash Bandicoot game, but I actually do think that it kind of holds up as like staying true to the original Crash formula with the warp room and level designs, and I think they did pretty well, and the voice acting is actually pretty good as well. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy my review for Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. If you guys are huge fans of Crash Bandicoot, what did you guys think of it? Comment below and let me know. And also, if you want to be part of the James Hernandez Multiverse crew, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and turn on the notifications. So, Crash Bandicoot, would you like to show the audience your iconic dance throughout the games? Thank you so much, Crash. So, anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.